be ours, cultist scum!
All-knowing eye, protect us!
Tell me how to reach the Glyphic, cultist fool! You'll never betray the Great Eye!
Fate's chosen. Good. I thought I'd have to fend off another assault on the Glyphic. The Great Eye sent us visions, told us to protect the Emerald Glyphic until his chosen agent arrived to claim it. But our order doesn't have many warriors. These vampires overwhelmed my fellow believers before we could marshal a proper defense. We receive many visions from the Great Eye. It's how he makes his will known to the faithful. I am Dralis, a devotee of the sodality of the Eye. We were told to protect the Glyphic until you arrived to claim it. I also acquired this letter. I have no idea. I took it from one of the vampires, but it's written in some sort of code. You're working with Laramil the Wise, aren't you? One of the Great Eye's favored mortals, despite her lack of faith. She might be able to decipher it. A protective shield placed by a powerful priest of the sodality. It has stymied the vampire mercenary so far, as only Fate's chosen may pass through it and take the Glyphic. I suggest you do so with all due haste, friend. Hurry, friend. You can't assist the Great Eye without the Emerald Glyphic. Take it and depart before more of these mercenaries arrive. Just be cautious of Laramil. Her thirst for knowledge doesn't preclude her from being the threat foreseen. It's a suspicion, nothing more. The sodality of the Eye recently learned that some who profess to have the Great Eye's best interests at heart are actually working to undermine Apocrypha. Is Laramil among them? I can't prove that. Not yet. The Dusk Sabers are mercenaries from the Telvanni Peninsula. Someone hired them to reach the Emerald Glyphic and acquire it before Fate's Chosen could do the same. I don't know who they work for, but the letter I gave you may hold the answer. May the Great Eye keep you in his sight, Chosen. If I learn more of this threat, I'll contact you.
The currents of fate ebb and flow, once again carrying you to the required shore. I observed the effluvium of possibility and noticed a proliferation of sudden potential. I assume that indicates you were successful? Did you have any trouble acquiring the Emerald Glyphic? Enemy forces move against the one who knows, just as he anticipated. I mourn for the deaths of Hermaeus Mora's faithful, but grief must not slow our progress. Still, I wish we knew more about this enemy. Dralis. Yes, I believe our paths have crossed before. This document is written in an obscure code. I shall endeavor to decipher it while you find the Shrine of the Golden Eye. That is where we must bring the Glyphic and its counterparts. Yes, the one you carry and the two in my possession. We can use them at the shrine to formalize your arrangement with Hermaeus Mora. Unfortunately, I am not one of the faithful. Only his followers know the locations. Let me mark your map. Two of the faithful I am acquainted with reside in these places. Talk to Mildenor and Basian. They should be pleased to provide Fate's Chosen with the location of the shrine. I shall meet you at each to make introductions. I am a seeker of knowledge, a chaser of wisdom, and a delver of secrets. Long ago, I made a bargain with the Prince of Fate. In exchange for glimpses into Apocrypha's forbidden tomes, I undertake missions such as this from time to time. I leave the supplication and exaltation of the one who knows to Dralis, Basian, and their ilk. My association with Mora is strictly professional. Now, come, Proxy. Time is a precious commodity when the fate of two realms hangs in the balance. Mildenor keeps a room in this cellar, Proxy. Mildenor. Look around, Proxy. We must ascertain what transpired here. He must have snatched that from whoever attacked him before he died. Runes of destruction. Powerful magic that overcame Mildenor's wards of protection. Let us compare observations, Proxy. Mildenor set wards to protect this chamber, but their energy was burned away by those runes. Only a powerful devotee of the One Who Knows could utilize such magic. A follower of Hermaeus Mora killed Mildenor, perhaps even someone he knew. No, the One Who Knows rarely gets that involved in determining the course of fate. This was the work of a traitor, one who claims devotion to Hermaeus Mora but works to advance the threat we have been tasked to stop. Hermaeus Mora told me that adversaries were gathering against him. I wondered why he never told me who they were. Perhaps he doesn't know. But how is that possible? The One Who knows everything. As for the Glyphics, we will keep them safe. We must reach Basian before this betrayer gets to him. Learn the location of the Shrine of the Golden Eye. The best way to keep the Glyphics safe is to get to the shrine and use them as Hermaeus Mora instructed. Hopefully Basian can tell us how to reach the Shrine of the Golden Eye. I shall meet you at his location. I just hope we get there before the traitor silences him as well. These are the situations that make us flinch at every shadow, Proxy. If Drollis also suspects a traitor, that means we follow the same trail. His only mistake is assuming it was me. I seek to assist you and save 2 worlds, nothing more. This way, Proxy. Greetings, Basian. This is Fate's Chosen.
The one the Golden Eye foretold? You honor me, Laramil. Fate's Chosen. The Golden Eye so rarely elevates a mortal, but I can see that you aren't just another of Nirn's common rabble. How can I assist you, Chosen? Just keep your voice down. Followers aren't appreciated in these lands. If only I could, Chosen. Our master demands the utmost secrecy, and we must be careful around non-believers. Many would injure me or worse if they suspected I consorted with Daedra. Whenever I go to worship, I am blindfolded and led there by others. Naraheda always takes me to the shrine. I'll mark her camp on your map. May the Golden Eye lead you to the knowledge you seek, Chosen.
Go, Proxy. I want to get Basian's opinion on the encoded letter you brought me.
As I said, you honor me, Laramil. But why bring the Chosen here? That was dangerous for all of us.
Desperate circumstances demand risks, Basian. I just hope Fate's Chosen is ready for what comes next.
Sometimes, Laramil, you can be as inscrutable as the Great Eye.
Appears we both arrived too late, friend. As soon as I learned of more threats against the faithful, I came as quickly as I could. Unfortunately, I arrived too late to save Naraheda. I'm glad you're here, though. I wanted to tell you what I uncovered concerning the traitor, Laramil. I'm not at liberty to divulge the secrets of my order, but I can tell you that Laramil plans to use the Glyphics to betray the Great Eye. And Naraheda whispered, Laramil is the doom of Apocrypha with her dying breath. What more proof do you need? I can help you with that. The faithful in this region tell a riddle. Where claw meets prey, beneath open air, in stone, shows the way. I believe it refers to the location I marked on your map. Just remember, stay alert around Laramil. May the Great Eye lead you safely to the shrine of the Golden Eye, Chosen. Hermaeus Mora answers to many names, more than the blades of grass in these fields. I belong to the sodality of the Eye, and we revere the Great Eye. The Golden Eye is a different sect. We are not so many, however, that we are unaware of each other. As I conducted my own investigation of Laramil's treachery, I discovered that someone was hunting the Prince of Forbidden Knowledge's faithful. Naraheda was a friend. I wish I had gotten here sooner. What an absurd accusation. I've done nothing but go out of my way to assist Fate's Chosen, and this is the thanks I receive? Believe what you will, I've told you how to find the shrine. Do as you see fit, Chosen.
Another of the faithful murdered. What happened here?
Both I and the Chosen arrived too late, Laramil.
Curious to see you in this place at this particular time, Dralis.
Let's not forget who's actually one of the Great Eye's faithful, Laramil. Now, I have my own investigation to continue.
Come, Proxy. I deciphered the letter. Dralis' presence here. The one who knows never suggested they had any of their faithful dealing with this threat. No matter. With Basian's help, I was able to decipher the letter Dralis gave you. Orders for the Dusksabers, vampire mercenaries from the Telvanni Peninsula. They were hired to steal the Emerald Glyphic and take it to the Shrine of the Golden Eye. It also contained a riddle to direct them to the shrine's location. Dralis, The coded riddle was slightly different. Where claw meets prey, the farthest corner in the largest hall shows the way. I suppose the shrine could have two entrances. I shall mark your map and let you determine the proper path. I had hoped the letter would indicate who hired the mercenaries, but no. Anyway, the Shrine of the Golden Eye lies somewhere in Claw Strike, Proxy. I shall meet you there. Once inside, we can use the 3 glyphics as Hermaeus Mora instructed. Does the term offend in some way? It is a perfectly appropriate word for one who acts in the place of another. Hermaeus Mora has chosen you to act as their agent in this matter, hence Proxy. Is that where his investigation has led him? To a conclusion as inaccurate as it is absurd. What do they teach the followers of the Prince of Secrets these days? My interests lie in accumulating knowledge and saving 2 realms. Nothing more.
Did you evade or dispatch the ambush I set for you? No matter. I'll take your Glyphic now.
Proxy, Drollis is a traitor. You must stop him.
No hard feelings, friend, but I'm going to have to kill you. Powerful patrons. I should have foreseen this.
Recover the Glyphic, Proxy.
Bring the Glyphics here. We need to talk. Drollis was waiting for me when I entered this chamber. He actually employed violence to take the Glyphics from me. I am glad you were able to overcome him, Proxy. He admitted as much when he took the Glyphics. He rambled on about his new patrons, but never revealed who they were or who else is involved in this plot against Apocrypha. Now prepare yourself, Proxy. I sense the one who knows approaching.
Every possibility coalesces into this moment. Come, mortal, speak with the one who knows. I foresaw that you were the one mortal in all of Nirn to aid us. I also saw you die at the traitor's hands many, many times. I am pleased with this version of events. that the traitor Dralis has fallen and the Glyphics are secure. Very pleased. I know a great many things, mortal. What may be, what will be, what will never come to pass. It is my nature. I saw that you would reveal the reason for Dralis's betrayal, but I only caught a glimpse of our true enemy. The vampires? No. They're merely hired blades working for another ambitious mortal. I refer to the new patrons that Dralis chose over me, the Daedric princes he pledged himself to. He died before I could pull their identities from his mind. Because this shrine is one of the few places on Nirn where I may manifest, where I may communicate freely for a short while. As Lyramil explained, I require your assistance. Help save Apocrypha, and you will also preserve Nirn. First, we must enter into an agreement. A contract that binds us for the duration of this threat. It also guarantees that I will do nothing to harm you, your interests, or the mortal realm. You are the chosen of fate. Now, bring forth the Glyphics. Bring forth the 3 Glyphics and activate their power, mortal. They will call into being the agreement that will bind us and ensure that this is neither a trick nor a coercion. You will help preserve Apocrypha and thereby safeguard Nirn. I am the mystery at the end of existence. The first secret whispered at the dawn of creation. I am the guardian of the unseen, and the question unanswerable. I hold the knowledge forbidden, and untangle the threads of fate. I am the one who knows. Many realms of oblivion have a relationship to the mortal world. Some believe that Nirn is a reflection of the Daedric realms, or that the Daedric realms are an echo of Nirn. Regardless, Apocrypha and Nirn share a powerful connection. If my enemies succeed and damage or destroy Apocrypha, the resulting ripples of fate will unravel the mortal world. In short, Nirn will cease to exist. You must help me to prevent that fate from coming to fruition. exactly what Laramil told you. You shall render what aid is required to preserve the course of fate and keep Apocrypha safe, thereby protecting Nern. Moreover, the contract specifies that I will not force you to act against your own best interests. The deal is done, just as fate foresaw. Laramil will explain the rest. Now, I must take my leave.
We can talk back in the dune outskirts, Proxy. Now we are both connected by our agreements with the Prince of Fate. Next comes the harder task, saving Apocrypha, and thereby preserving Nern. These Dusk-Sabers from the Telvanni Peninsula. Without any other information, I suggest we start there. I think whoever hired the vampires is connected to the threat that Hermaeus Mora has foreseen. I shall make inquiries and meet you in the peninsula when the time is right. Await my summons. For now, take this, a reward from the Prince of Fate. I shall learn what I can about the Dusk-Sabers and their clients. When I have gathered enough information to progress our investigation, I shall contact you.
There is nothing to be done. For every Daedroth felled by one of our warriors, 2 more emerge. It is all too much to witness, especially for unclawed dung such as myself.
Did you not see the smoke? The wise walker would keep far from Dune, yes?
Honest merchant, trust this one. Leave now. Walker tell photos? I'll keep to myself, thank you very much. Walker tell portals?
I don't think you appreciate how awful my situation is. You probably live like this every day. It's so hard to find good help. And Azay at Oinak is supposedly one of the best. Supposedly. I walked near our camp, and my guide Azay at Oinak disappeared. I called to him, but ended up lost. After wandering in circles, I finally ended up here. Have I been lost for days, weeks? I can scarcely tell. And where was Azay while I suffered? I hired him not only as a guide, but as my protector. He performed admirably, till now. In any event, I hadn't a knife or any weapon on me. He had all our gear. If he'd been attacked, I'd have been hurt as well. I'm certainly glad he's alive. The ruins await us. But I'd like to get my gear and change clothes first. These rags unpleasantly chafe my most tenderest of skin. We'll proceed as planned. These ruins are too interesting to leave, despite our unhappy first impression. You there, take this pittance as a reward. I need to have a word with my guide.
Emilius Sophus, what happened to you? You are in a terrible state.
Are you aware of the danger I was in?
But where is your pack? And where is Lutebrius?
Lutebrius? Lutebrius? I've been wasting away like a common beggar, and you ask after the monkey? I shall write about how awful you are as a guide.
I must ensure he does not lose his way again.
At least I still have my men.
longer than I planned.
I sell to the nobility.
You made us proud today. Our ranks have swelled in recent months, and our coffers are overflowing with jewels and gold. We want to see the spoils go to the best among us. It's a verbal handshake. You know what? Go talk to Glirian the Redbeard. He'll tell you everything you need to know. Glirian's a good sort, just not too friendly. Doesn't show any emotions, really. Is bloodthirst an emotion? Never mind. Oh, the usual. Mother robbed tombs for decades in the dunes of Alakir. She raised me on her hip and forced me to join the Undaunted with her. It's the sort of thing every daughter has to deal with. Oh yes, she's a proud member. Goes by the name Hel Ralala. Just don't, you know, talk to her. She's a mean old bird. A funny story. When she was young, some thick skull heard her name and had trouble pronouncing it. Her real name is Hel Alraga, just like me. But Ralala stuck, and she's been using it for 30 years.
Is there something I can do for you, Undaunted? Marge, Urgalag, and I have been selected to curate a challenge for our fellows. We will be sending Undaunted into the depths of Tamriel in search of treasure and glory. The difference is the reward. Every day, we three decide on specific dungeons the crew will explore. Steadfast like yourself can take a pledge to see the job done. Madge's demeanor best suits the new blood. I understand the fragility of life. I will not sugarcoat the tasks I give our more seasoned cohorts. And Urgalag will simply choose based on her desire to break you or take you. The result is the same. You earn keys, which you can turn into us to gain gear we keep on hand. Harder challenges result in more keys and more opportunities to fill your pockets. Very good. Then make your introduction to Urgalag Chiefbane if you value your ability to chew. She would not take being snubbed lightly. Make your introduction to Urgalag brief. Sparking her ire or her interest could be detrimental to your health.
Nothing about you says risk or challenge, and especially not punch a troll in the face while wearing a crown made from your own trousers. If you care to prove me wrong, I could introduce you to my two best friends, Gold and Bragging Rights. An Argonian tribe in Atana's ruins raided their neighbors, took some old relics, killed a few people in the process. I don't have a soft spot for raiders. Brings up bad memories. So I want you to go to the ruins and recover what they stole. That's not all. Seems there's some sort of creature locked up in the depths of the ruins. They may worship the thing, use it as an excuse to raid. I don't really care. I want you to kill it so they stay home for a good long while. You understand?
You a talker or a gawker? Might earn a busted... Guess I'll leave your face as it is, then. Can't make any promises about that in the future. That's not always a threat. Faces are good for more than punching on rare occasion. I suppose I'll be getting used to seeing yours around. Or not. Could get it mauled off on your first pledge. Break hearts, break faces, break anything I feel like, really. And when the mood strikes, I assign pledges. Undaunted who want to be among the first to see a newly discovered dungeon go through me. Even we haven't seen everything Nirn has to offer. Some Undaunted sponsor expeditions to find new challenges to overcome. That earns them the privilege of taking the first crack. You stake a claim on some new dungeons, I'll offer you pledges for it. Good. Tell Maj I said to give you a key. Maybe that'll help you keep that face long enough for me to get to know it. Go on. Finish your business with Maj. Then you can try to impress me.
Hey there, scrub. You'd best stay back. We are speaking of blood and glory, for we are undaunted. Did she now? She must like you. In that case, you're going to need all the help you can get. Take your key and come back when you're ready to take the pledge. I can't wait to see what you're made of. Last time we spoke, Turok Redclaws called you a milksop. Don't let him get away with that. Take the undaunted pledge. Fungal Grotto. A dark elf spider cult found some Daedric shrine in its depths and made themselves at home. It'll take fire and steel to clear them out of there now. Not afraid of a few extra legs, are you? Their leader, Violet Theron, is a nasty piece of work. If you can best her dark magic without cowering behind the protections of the obsidian husk, you'll truly be undaunted. That musty grotto attracts all manner of vermin. Look on the bright side. Maybe those evil cultists cleaned out the goblin filth.
Such terrible slaughter.
What's this Daedric ruin doing here? What's its purpose? Oh, God, is there blood coming out of my hair? Oh, cool, this is a very rare Daedric beard pot. Massive Dremor would wear these suspended by chains around their necks to protect their lustrous beards. Isn't it fascinating? Here's your reward.
Thank Vivek you stopped the Covenant from summoning Sedal.
Hold! Speak to me before entering Mournhold, citizen.
Welcome to Mournhold, capital city of the Ebonheart Pact. We track all visitors. Upon arrival, everyone must see a registrar who will record your name and business in Mournhold. Thank you for your cooperation. Deshawn has become a chaotic, dangerous place. Why shouldn't we instill a degree of order in our most prominent city? A little inconvenience is a small price to pay for your continued safety, citizen. Speak with Registrar Revel in the city center. Take the stairs up to the central building, and you should find him in the courtyard there. Do not dally. It is illegal to enter Mournhold without being registered.
I don't remember the last time things were this hectic.
Wait, you're the hero of Stonefalls. Please, be welcome here in the city. We've been told to watch for you. Yes, of course. I have orders from the Tribunal Temple to register you and grant you access to the city immediately. The Sacred Lady, Almalexia, requests that you attend her in the temple at your earliest convenience. Yes, I already said that. Weren't you listening? It's a rare honor to receive an audience with the Sacred Lady. You should go now and leave this lowly clerk to his duties. We can't all have appointments with the divine.
husband and I visit Mournhold often, but lately, many more diplomats from Skyrim make the journey. Have you met Rigert? He's one of our newest envoys.
The Registrar still won't see us, and our guar steaks are beginning to spoil in their carts.
So, you're the one that everyone's talking about. I expected you to be bigger or something. No, I just enjoy hanging around the temple. I love all the gnashing of teeth and hypocrisy. Yes, I was waiting for you. Look, don't get too excited. There's trouble brewing and I don't have a contract, so I can't officially get involved. The Morborn are in the city. I saw what they did in Narcissus, and I don't want to see the same thing happen in Mournhold. I'm not supposed to care, but I guess I'm getting a little soft. You've got the clout to find someone in power and investigate. Wait, you got a date with the Sacred Lady? You really are something. Look, tell her about the Malborn. Maybe she'll let you look into this. I normally wouldn't think of using her, but this is important, and I know Almalexia cares about the city. And I'll see if I can find out where the Malborn are hiding. I'll meet you at the Flaming Nix, the corner club southeast of here. Oh, and listen, don't breathe a word about me to Almalexia. Promise you'll do that, and I'll help you save Mournhold.
Just a coin or two.
Welcome to Mournhold, my child. Your name is known to the Tribunal. You're wise to heed my summons. You have helped my people, and through your actions you have aided me. I sense that your accomplishments thus far are only the beginning. My registrars have given you access to the city, but I would like to personally thank you for your deeds. Nonsense. I take pleasure in rewarding those who serve my will. May this lantern provide you light in even the darkest situations. But I sense something troubles you. Tell me, fear not to speak your mind in my divine presence. I sense that there is more to your story, but I won't pry. I trust your instincts and your judgment in these matters. Consider yourself blessed with my authority. You may investigate the Moorborn presence as you see fit. Do you always question a gift from a god? But I am in a generous mood. The lantern requires no fuel or flame to produce light. Simply activate the lantern, and it will summon a ball of illumination to your side for a short time.
Greetings, my friend.
Oh, making trouble.
Another distraction.
Thank you for bringing the Echoneer. We will need this relic.
Speaking of relics, thieves stole an old staff from the Oathsworn pit. I want to know why.
Indeed. How did my unwelcome guests find their way to Bedlam Vale? I am curious.
Good orcs died, little prince. I'm not curious. I'm angry.
At last you are here. Welcome, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora, Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge, has marked you as Fate's champion. His adversary, Torvasad, once more moves against Apocrypha, threatening not only Mora's realm, but our world as well. The one who knows perceived the exigencies of this conjuncture. Hermaeus Mora told me we needed you. Torvasad seeks to restore Ethelia, a Daedric prince forgotten by all. The memory of her was sealed in Apocrypha, but Torvasad remembers. 3 glyphics holding the memory of Ethelia were hidden in the mythos, the heart of Apocrypha. Torvasad has already unlocked 2. Now he seeks to return and unlock the final glyphic. We must stop him. Here, you will need the Echoneer. A relic forged by Hermaeus Mora, the Echoneer can corporealize distinct foci. That is, it can reveal echoes of past events related to the Forgotten Prince. Choices made ages ago now menace our world. The Echoneer can help us understand them. When you come to a location associated with Prince Ethelia, hold forth the Echoneer to draw out and observe any lingering memories. You may also need to perceive the threads of fate as I do. I have a spell for that. Because Hermaeus Mora has foreseen that a restored Prince Athelia threatens the very foundations of reality, endangering Apocrypha, Nirn, and all of existence. The one who knows needs mortal aid to avert catastrophe. Hermaeus Mora cannot see Torvasad, but he can sense threads of fate disturbed by Torvasad's actions. The threads are fraying in Grotwood, Reaper's March, and Stone Falls. I will open a portal to each place. Choose one, and we shall go. Torvasad is a clanless Dremora who allies himself with different Daedric princes. When we encountered him in Necrom, he was working with Vermina and Periite to uncover a secret hidden in Apocrypha. Now he recalls that he once served Athelia. Yes, the first held the secret that Hermaeus Mora erased a memory from all of Nirn and Oblivion. The second Glyphic revealed the memory. There was once a Daedric prince named Athelia, a prince Torvasad served. It lies hidden in a vault in the mythos, the very heart of Apocrypha. Reaching it against Hermaeus Mora's will should be impossible, but Torvasad has already done so twice. Mora called him unseen. Somehow Torvasad eludes his gaze. Hermaeus Mora reached into every mind, mortal and immortal, and erased all memory of Athelia. His work, however, was not perfect. A select few sensed that something had been taken from them, and he could not erase his own memory of what he had done. Torvasad calls Athelia the Prince of Paths, the Mistress of the Untraveled Road, the Fate Changer. Your guess about what that all means is as good as mine, Proxy. As for her fate, I imagine that secret is locked in the final Glyphic. Torvasad said he was tormented by half-remembered dreams. A strange thing, as Daedra do not dream the way we mortals do. The sense of something missing drove him to search for answers. That search finally led him to Apocrypha. Daedric energy lingers in this place, tangled with threads of unraveling fate. Torvasad was here. Follow the threads of fate, Proxy. I shall cast about for any other signs of his activity. would fate lead us to an abandoned shrine?
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
Fascinating. That ancient book stirred up a memory. Use the Echinir to examine it, Proxy.
The Tribunal's ordinators hold our brethren. We need the skein of secrets to free them.
But the skein is lost. We must beseech the Lady of Whispers for help.
Then let us adjourn to the secret sanctuary. The circle we stand upon is the door. We need but a single drop of blood to open it.
Ah, I see. This ritual circle is a gate, activated by a little blood. Let us see where it leads.
Nothing. Fate seems to be fighting back. I wonder how much of that is because of you.
Torvason, talk to Fate Chosen. Tell us what this is all about.
Fate's Chosen? How presumptuous a title Hermaeus Mora has bestowed upon you. The Prince of Fate is using you, mortal. Long ago, he and his allies inflicted a terrible wrong on my prince. Now he hopes you can stop me from undoing that damage. How can a mere mortal understand the convolutions of oblivion? Prince Ethelia, the Prince of Paths, Mistress of the untraveled road, Fate Changer, the dark reflection, the last tomorrow, she who saw and wept. Moira, in his jealousy, erased her. Hermaeus Mora convinced other Daedric princes to conspire against Ethelia. He played upon their fears of the unknown. None of them understood the gift of choosing what is to be. They all turned against my prince. Revenge? No, that is for my prince to mete out. I am a scion of Ethelia, and my ancient purpose is to restore her to power, to undo what the cowardly princes did to her. And the very relics they used against Ethelia will help me find her. My father's skein of secrets. Don't bother looking. It isn't here. It seems Mephal's alien worshippers locked it away in some vault beneath Westweald long ago. No matter. The skein would help, but I'll find another way to reach my prince. And you believe, Mora? Stand aside, mortal. I will not be swayed from my purpose.
A skein of secrets used to defeat Athelia long ago. I cannot help but wonder what became of it. Come, Proxy. A skein of secrets, somehow used to defeat Athelia long ago. I cannot help but wonder what became of it. Daedric relics have a way of causing trouble wherever they appear. Even the Echenir could be dangerous in the wrong hands. Hermaeus Mora requires you to make that decision without his guidance, Proxy. Torvasad disturbed fate in 3 different locations. The one who knows must have a reason for instructing us to visit each one. Your choice, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora made it clear that we are to be guided by the decisions you make without undue prompting from him or me. But our work is not complete until we discover what Torvasad seeks there. Excellent. In the interest of hastening our investigation of these perturbations, a physical translocation of... I shall open portals to save us time. Choose one, and I shall follow. An Ayleid rune? Interesting. Do you perceive the threads of fate? The threads mark Torvasad's trail. Follow them. I will search the surroundings for any other hidden signs.
Perhaps my luck is changing for the better. A fellow adventurer? The name's Baragon, friend. I could use a hand. I'm on the trail of a group known as the Recollection. I'm not sure what they're after in these ruins, but I intend to find out. I don't suppose you're after them too? They're an elusive lot. Something between a secret society, a mercenary company, and a cult. I caught wind of people disappearing, and I think they're involved. If you're not after the Recollection, why are you here? Dangerous quarry, but you look like you know what you're doing. It's strange that my pursuit of the Recollection and your hunt for Torvasad led us both to these old ruins. That does give me an idea, though. I propose we work together. There are more Recollection here than I care to tangle with by myself. But maybe we can get some answers together. We can figure out why they're interested in the Reliquary of Stars, why we look for your elusive Dremora. I overheard a Recollection mage named Endigor mention a hidden shrine in the ruins. Something about a waterfall in the Flesh Gardens. Not the most pleasant appellation, but maybe we should start there. It's somewhere to the north. It seems to be a revival of an ancient Ayleid cult, or some kind of Ayleid-inspired military order, perhaps. There are a lot of wood elves in their ranks, I'm sorry to say. It's strange. I never even heard of them until a few months ago. I heard rumors about Recollection groups poking around Ayleid ruins back in Westweald, and people started disappearing around the same time. including a few I happen to know. I can't say if they were abducted or recruited. It's called the Reliquary of Stars, an old Ayleid archive of some kind. The Mages Guild researchers here say Magicka courses through the very walls. They're too busy with their studies to notice Recollection scouts sneaking into the reliquary. Me? Well, I'm really retired from this adventuring nonsense. I spent years working as a scribe in Cyrodiil, dabbling in history, documents, a cipher or two. But the threat of the Recollection convinced me to put down my quill and pick up my daggers. It was years ago, really. I had the itch to travel, risked my neck looking for treasure in monster-infested caves and haunted tombs. Besides, it's become a family tradition. My little sister, Everly Sharparrow, is off adventuring right now, in fact.
Wrong conjugation again. If you're trying to sneak up on me, you have some competition. These flying books can be maddeningly silent when they want to be. Sometimes in pairs. They slam shut on your ear tips, then flutter off. It seems half the library has tormented us since we tripped the wards. I've been trying to settle things down, but it's slow going without my assistance. Tedrini headed to explore the Flesh Gardens. Once the wards broke, I sent Behilir to fetch him. Neither returned. Mages Guild protocol says I should remain in place until aid arrives. I'm hoping that's you. Do be careful out there. These books are harmless enough, but they aren't the only things flitting about in the dark. Everything was quiet when we arrived, but bones and other refuse littered the halls. With the wards broken, it wouldn't surprise me if more than books are moving about.
Cracked acorns. I don't like the look of these statues. Watch your step in here, friend.
So many fleshlings running through the halls. Such obstreperous. I have one of your kind in my garden? Oh, and it speaks. I just finished a tetriny, some of my finest work between you and me, though you couldn't possibly appreciate the detail. Why, you need to entertain me. There are a variety of chests throughout the gardens. I placed your friend's soul in one of them. See if you find it before my posing retinue tears you to pieces. The caretaker. I preserve everything against the ravages of time. Scrolls and books are easy. But the aliens themselves, they resisted at first, but they saw things my way in time. Have a look around you. They used to be. Turning a body to stone is easy. The trick is keeping the mind intact. If they hadn't settled into place so many years ago, I'd introduce you to my former masters. Pity. Hardly. My masters found there were certain difficulties in allowing me to roam this place unfettered. So they split me from my body. In this form I can go where I please, but I can't touch anything directly. It's quite upsetting.
Is that a door behind the waterfall? The recollection is here, all right. Be ready for trouble. I can assist you. A door hidden by a waterfall, just as that fellow Endigor said. We'll need to be careful. Anybody we meet from here on in is likely to be recollection.
Thomasard warned us we'd have company. Thomasard warned us you'd be coming. Though the relic he sought wasn't here, he left me to deal with you.
Lure them over here. Let me help.
Yes!
I know a trick. Let me help.
This fight is far from over.
I can assist you. Over here, friend. Watch your step.
brother, your last mistake, Berrigan! Torvason warned us you'd be coming. Though the relic he sought was near, he left me to deal with you.
Follow my lead. I can assist you. Over here, friend. Watch your step.
This fight is far from over.
Let me help. I know a trick. Let me help. I can assist you. Over here, friend. Where are them over here? Guess I wasn't as sneaky as I thought. Must be out of practice. What's that on the floor? Looks like we found the recollection, or some of it. I didn't know Endigor well, but what I knew of him, I didn't like. A bigoted radical at best. I'm surprised he would work with any non-Bosmer at all. What's in that letter? May I see? Huh. That settles the question of whether Torvason and the recollection are working together. It was no coincidence that we met here today, friend. According to the letter, they haven't found it yet, or even any leads to its whereabouts. If they had, Endigor would be off with Torvason, looking somewhere else by now. I wonder what happened to the lamp. Something unusual. Let me see. Ah, over by the altar. Is that what you're looking for?
no longer safe. We must move the lamp.
But where can we hide the relic?
I know a cave to the north. The lamp should be safe there, once we apply the appropriate spell.
Was that a memory from the Marithic era? Never mind that. Who's this high elf?
I am Laramil, little wood elf. I assume from what we saw in that memory that Torvasar did not find what he was looking for.
A strange vision. They were worried about the Aelids, but there haven't been Aelids here in centuries upon centuries. Speaking of strange, it looks like we've gained a new companion. I assume you know that high elf. I see. Well, since it looks like the recollection is working for him, I guess I'm looking for Torvasard now too. There are plenty of recollections skulking about in Westweald. I'll meet you there if you run short of other leads. Nature's luck to you too, friend. I have a feeling our paths will cross again.
Let us speak, Proxy. Curious. There was a relic of Azura here. A lamp. No doubt the mages who removed it feared this place would be sacked by the Alessians. A memory preserved since the early First Era. I wonder what Torvasard wants with the lamp. We must determine what awaits us at the final site. Twice now the threads of fate have led us to a Daedric prince's shrine. I imagine we will find a third such shrine there. The question is whether Torvasard has found another relic or not. Good. Allow me to create another portal to speed our journey. It appears we are in a race against Torvasard, and so far he is winning. You should be able to perceive the threads of fate here. Follow them, Proxy.
The Faith Walker arrives just as Hermora foretold. Aldrich had saw your coming in the tides. Hermora wished this one to greet you here. So it is that our fates cross paths. What is it you seek, Faith Walker? Odrijad has seen no Tremora, but that does not mean your quarry has not been here. There is change in the air, a change that began long ago. Odrijad knows you should seek the blessing of the children ever mourned. Visit the nearby shrines of beloved John and Jod. Pay your respects. In days of old, we Khajiit would pray to the twins to bless our paths with moonlight and sugar. Perhaps it will be so again. The shrines are here in this courtyard. Old Rijad can tell. You have a long journey ahead of you, Fatewalker. You will need the blessings of the two moons. Return after you have paid your respects. The moon spirits favor you, Fatewalker. Old Rijad sees your path clearly now. Yes. Though the twins remain silent, their light shines upon the path, for those who know how to see it. Old Rijad understands now why the Tide Watcher told him to meet you here. You seek an unraveling fate, yes? This one now realizes that means examining an event from long ago. Hermora wishes you to see a memory trapped in the stone of this place. Yet, how could we do such a thing, old Rijad wonders? A thing blessed by the Tide Watcher himself. Old Rijad was never one to deal in relics of any origin. Still, if that is its purpose, then use your relic here. Let us see what it shows you, Fatewalker.
The first main has shown us a new path. This temple is to be raised. So commands Rita Redata.
No! This shrine is under Boethra's protection. Let this serve as a warning. Why does Boethra want this temple to remain intact, sisters? Do not question the warrior of the East and West, my sisters. Now, back to Dokren.
Interesting. Old Rijad is an expert concerning those days. Strife consumed all of elsewhere when the cult of Riddlethar spread like a storm across the sands. One could say Boethra died in that time. The Riddlethar kicked sand over old beliefs. Many Khajiit turned away from Boethra. The warrior of the East and West was abandoned. Only at Dokrin Temple was her worship preserved, though the monks there fell too in time. The The fate you follow was knitted there. Odrejad sees it now. Hermora wished you to relive that old memory so this one could tell you of Boithra. Your quarry's path leads to Tokrin. Now, so does yours. Rejad will mark the place on your map.
Stealing rotten tomatoes and other refuse from stablemaster Semiraz midden heap. Dumping said refuse on the head of the Ultimate Commander for ruin during his visit to the Grandmother. And finally, knocking over the cart of a Trieste the merchant while attempting to avoid capture. For all of these crimes, this one sentences him to the stocks until such time as he shows proper repentance.
Don't think I'll ever be done. No charge to have a look. I've little time for talk.
I could use a break.
I heard the Queen is in Ralkar. I hope... Yes?
The Khajiit have...
As I expected, our paths have once more come together. Enter the portal, Proxy. Seek out a shrine to Boethia. Wait, up above, Torvasad is here.
Ah, Mora's champions. I expected to run into you eventually. Boethia's blade, Abolisher, is mine now. The first of the 3 relics I require is in my hands. Soon, Prince Ethelia will be restored. I hope you are there to witness her glory.
A relic of Boethia? One moment, Proxy. We should speak. As I thought, this is about ancient relics. Torvasad believes they can lead him to Ethelia, the Forgotten Prince. But I do not yet see how he hopes to make use of them. A good question. I find it interesting that Torvasad was not satisfied with only 1 relic. He wanted to recover 3. A blade associated with Boethia, a lamp from a shrine of Azura, and a skein created by Mephala. I wonder. These princes are known as the Good Daedra in Dunmer tradition. Long ago, they often allied with each other to guide and protect the people of Morrowind. I doubt that is a coincidence. I am not sure. It might prove useful to consult with someone better versed in ancient dark elf religion than I am. Fortunately, I believe I know just the elf, our dear friend Gadain. Come, Proxy. I shall open a portal to Vardenfell.
Laramil, you've returned. But I know that look. What's wrong?
Torvasad once more moves against Apocrypha. He seeks to restore the Forgotten Prince. I'll let our friend explain.
I finally resolved to see the world beyond Necrom. With some assistance from Laramil, of course. Then Hermaeus Mora called her away again. I'm glad to see you're still helping her, friend. Did I hear correctly? Torvasad has returned? What I know about Daedric princes and relics, I learned at Laramil's side. If she doesn't know what it means, I can't add much more. The good Daedra haven't been widely worshipped in Morrowind for ages. How do you think they're involved? I've never heard any such story, but Holomeon Monastery is just north of here. The monks there preserve the old Velothi traditions. If we're dealing with ancient myths about the good Daedra, they might be able to help. Go on ahead. I just need a moment to confer with Laramil. We'll meet you at Holomeon shortly. We may need to convince the monks that we come in good faith. They rarely welcome visitors who don't share their beliefs. It's sealed. I suppose we could knock?
We have no time for this. I shall open a portal.
No need for that. The Golden Eye foretold your coming. Welcome.
The Abbot! Forgive our intrusion, and
Greetings,
listen to what
champion.
our friend has to say.
The Golden Eye, Hermaeus Mora himself, spoke to me in a dream. He told me you were coming here. I am Andor Indoril. It is my honor to serve as abbot and historian of this monastery. Only this once, which is why I thought it best to listen. So long as you promise not to harm any monks nor remove any tomes without permission, you may explore the monastery freely. What exactly do you seek here? I know of a few blades sacred to Boethia, but I am unfamiliar with lamps or skeins. They are not among the relics commonly associated with our ancestral spirits. However, there are more secrets preserved here than any one scholar could ever uncover. The Holomean Library, of course. We have many volumes found nowhere else. Follow me, champion. We keep the main entrance sealed, since the more stringent ordinators consider our brethren to be heretics. I assure you, they are not. Ah, I just sent your friends to the library. It's down the stairs to your right. Your companions went on ahead to the library. Our collection preserves many strange and ancient tomes. Perhaps one of them will serve to guide you along your way. You will find it just down the eastern stairs.
Reckoner has something to show us. Fate has led us true again.
Yet, we must leave something behind in the event that we fail.
Even if we succeed, the network again may arise some long tomorrow from now.
Mora will not allow that to happen. But I agree. We should leave instructions here for those who come after.
That book? It is the very one those 3 ancient priests were handling in the memory. Examine it, Proxy. Those devout priests offered themselves so their princes could meet in secret. We must find the gate they used. It could be the access to Apocrypha Torvasad is seeking. Torvasad said the relics would help him find Athelia. He must believe they will lead him to a gate to Apocrypha or the final Glyphic in the mythos. We need to find the gate first, but I have no idea where the Shrine of Inevitable Secrets lies. The course of fate is never that simple. Many futures branch from each choice we make. If we know too much, we risk altering our choices and changing the outcome. Therefore, Mora tells us only what you must. As fate's chosen, you will lead the way. We are in a monastery dedicated to ancient knowledge. There must be a book or scholar here that can point the way. Abbot Andor said our coming was foretold. Perhaps the one we are meant to learn this secret from will know you as well.
curious. I sense a powerful arcane aura surrounding you. You carry something rarely seen on this mortal plane. It reeks of the black arts of oblivion. Wondrous. May I see it? Fascinating. A relic crafted by the Golden Eye himself. Few mortals have ever laid eyes on such a thing. I can see you have been chosen by Hermaeus Mora for something special. A rare honor indeed. Worship implies the subject of one's devotion desires adulation. Hermaeus Mora is beyond such vanities. I give him my respect, not my prayers. If one wishes to uncover the secrets of the plains, it is merely prudent. Ah, the fabled shrine of Anud Nabia. Some say the disaster occurred after the birth of the tribunal, but I think it happened in the Merethic era. If it still stands, it would be along the shore to the north. Perhaps your relic can help you locate it.
I overheard your conversation, Proxy. Anud Nabia is just to the north of here. Gadain and I will meet you there. proxy, just in time. Use the Echamir and see if some lingering memory can lead us to the shrine.
Swallow this ancient city. Hermora's temple now lies beneath the waves.
Then that is where we must go. Methala, Lady of Whispers, take this mortal shell.
I am ready. Boethia, I call upon you. Dark warrior, let me bear you to the conclave of princes.
Allow their princes to possess them and wade it into the water. Ha! I know where to find the shrine. Obviously, Anudnabia's lost shrine sunk into the sea ages ago. A fitting end for a place dedicated to the master of the tides of fate. But that will make it difficult to reach. A submerged shrine calls for a powerful spell. I shall weave an arcane shield that will allow us to breathe and walk upon the seafloor. Once those ancient priests were possessed, they must have done the same. Enter the sea when you are ready.